The sun streamed into the bright kitchen, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. 7-year-old Tommy, a whirlwind of messy brown hair and bright eyes, grinned as he packed his lunchbox. His mom, a picture of warmth, smiled, placing a perfectly formed peanut butter and jelly sandwich inside. The lunchbox, a kaleidoscope of colors adorned with cartoon stickers, seemed to hum with anticipation. Tommy skipped off to school, the lunchbox bouncing happily against his side. The school cafeteria buzzed with the lunchtime chaos. Tommy, eyes sparkling with excitement, plopped down at his usual table next to Lucy. He flung open his lunchbox, ready to devour his sandwich, but it wasn't there. His face, moments before radiating joy, crumpled into a mask of utter confusion. The colorful lunchbox, now strangely empty, mocked him. "My sandwich! It's gone!" he exclaimed, his voice a mixture of disbelief and panic. Lucy, her brow furrowed with concern, watched as he frantically searched under the table, rummaging through his backpack, turning his lunchbox upside down. Nothing. The mystery deepened. He was devastated. His perfect peanut butter and jelly sandwich vanished into thin air. Across the room, Mr. Finkel, the kind-faced teacher known for his absent-mindedness, scratched his head, a half-eaten sandwich clutched in his hand. He'd found it on the floor, seemingly abandoned. He'd absent-mindedly picked it up, intending to find its owner later, completely unaware of the lunchtime drama unfolding a few tables away. The sandwich, once Tommy's pride and joy, was now providing unexpected sustenance for a slightly confused teacher. Tommy, tears welling up in his eyes, explained his predicament to Lucy. Lucy, ever the resourceful one, suggested they retrace Tommy's steps. They searched around their table and then made their way to the hallway where Tommy had been standing moments before lunch. Finally, Lucy spotted Mr. Finkel. "Mr. Finkel," Lucy called out. Mr. Finkel, startled, looked down at the sandwich in his hand. His eyes widened in realization. A sheepish grin spread across his face. "Oh, my goodness. I found this on the floor. And, well, I got a little hungry." He offered the sandwich to Tommy, slightly squashed but still recognizable. Tommy, his face lighting up, accepted it with a grateful smile. The mystery of the disappearing sandwich was solved, replaced with a happy ending and a lesson in the importance of paying attention. Even a missing sandwich could lead to unexpected and funny moments. The midday sun cast long shadows across the brightly colored playground. Tommy, a freckled boy with a determined frown, sat on a worn wooden bench, meticulously securing the lid of his lunchbox. Inside, nestled amongst apple slices and a juice box, lay his prize, a perfectly formed peanut butter and jelly sandwich, cut into 4 neat triangles. He patted the lunchbox with a satisfied sigh. Recess was almost over. The mystery, however, was just beginning. Lunchtime arrived, and Tommy, his stomach rumbling with anticipation, eagerly opened his lunchbox. His eyes widened in disbelief. The sandwich? Gone. Vanished. Poof. He searched frantically, upending his lunchbox, checking every corner. Nothing. A wave of confusion washed over him. Where could it have gone? A basketball bounced nearby, its rhythmic thump a jarring counterpoint to Tommy's growing bewilderment. Suddenly, Lucy, a girl with bright pigtails, gasped, her finger pointing towards the basketball hoop. There, impossibly, precariously balanced on the rim, was Tommy's sandwich. One perfectly formed triangle. The other children erupted in laughter. A chorus of giggles and gasps filled the air. Tommy, however, felt a mix of astonishment and annoyance. How did his sandwich get there? It was a mystery wrapped in a lunchbox and tossed into a basketball hoop. The laughter subsided as the children, captivated by the bizarre event, began to speculate. Was it a bird? A squirrel? A mischievous gust of wind? Or something far more mysterious? Tommy, though initially baffled, found himself oddly intrigued. The missing sandwich pieces remained unsolved, adding to the playful enigma. The warm afternoon sunlight seemed to highlight the mystery, casting a golden hue over the perplexing scene. He couldn't help but smile, the initial frustration replaced by a sense of playful wonder. The mystery of the missing sandwich was certainly more intriguing than any regular lunch. The small desk lamp cast long shadows across Tommy's bedroom, painting the walls in a warm, comforting glow. Tommy, nestled behind a worn armchair, peeked out with wide, curious eyes, his gaze fixed on his lunchbox, sitting innocently on the floor. Inside, a half-eaten ham sandwich sat patiently, awaiting its next encounter. Then, it began to wiggle, slightly at first, then with more pronounced jiggles, until finally it lifted off the ground, floating gently in midair. A gasp escaped Tommy's lips. A golden shimmer, like heat rising from asphalt on a summer's day, enveloped the lunchbox. The shimmer intensified, coalescing into a tiny being, no bigger than his thumb. It was a pixie, radiating pure mischief. Its wings, shimmering like 1,000 tiny stars, fluttered rapidly, keeping the sandwich suspended in a slow, graceful pirouette. The pixie's grin was wide and impish, its tiny hands glowing with a soft, ethereal light as it twirled the sandwich, performing an impromptu aerial ballet. Tommy's eyes were wide with a mixture of fear and overwhelming wonder. He had never seen anything like it. The pixie, seemingly aware of his presence, giggled, a sound like tinkling bells, before settling the sandwich back down into the lunchbox with a delicate touch. Just then, the bedroom door creaked open, revealing Lucy, Tommy's older sister. Her jaw dropped, her eyes mirroring Tommy's astonishment as she took in the scene before her. The glowing pixie, the floating sandwich, and Tommy, frozen in a state of breathless awe. The golden shimmer intensified again, bathing the room in a magical, otherworldly glow, before slowly fading as the pixie, with one last wink, disappeared into the shadows beneath the bed. Lucy, still speechless, slowly approached Tommy. Did you see that?" she whispered, her voice filled with a mixture of disbelief and excitement. Tommy, still catching his breath, could only nod, a huge grin spreading across his face. The secret of the lunchbox pixie, a secret shared between two siblings, would forever bind them in a shared memory of wonder and magic, a magical night forever etched in their hearts. They knew, deep down, this was a secret they would forever cherish, a reminder that even in the most ordinary of places, extraordinary magic could be found. Grandma's Turbo Scooter. Script for Kids Animation. Scene 1. The Big Surprise. Cheerful, upbeat music. A quiet suburban neighborhood. Birds chirp, and everything seems peaceful. Inside a cozy house, Timmy, 8 years old, watches as his grandma, an energetic and quirky old lady, excitedly unwraps a giant present. Grandma, excited. "Ooh, what could it be? A knitting kit? A fruitcake maker? She rips off the last bit of wrapping paper, revealing a shiny, high-tech scooter with turbo boosters. Timmy, eyes wide. "Whoa, Grandma, this isn't just any scooter, it's a turbo scooter." Grandma, grinning. "Well, sugar snap peas, that means I can get to my bingo game in record time." She hops on the scooter, presses a big red button, and zoom! The scooter takes off with a blast, leaving a trail of smoke and a stunned Timmy behind.